Hi, I'm Scott Mertens, and today I'm going to be talking about the two most debated rules in hockey is should there be fighting and should there be no touch icing. Before I start my speech, please excuse me, I'm going to say this ahead of time, is I woke up with a cold today and I might need a few swigs of water to clear my throat. The first rule I'm going to talk about is no touch icing. For those of you who don't follow hockey or watch it, the rule now is it's called just icing. And icing is if person in B, if they throw the puck across these two red lines and the other team touches the puck, then it's icing. Player A, he's throwing across a blue line and then a red line. That's not icing. It has to be two red lines. Now what they want to make it is no touch icing. And that's where if it gets thrown down past two red lines, no player has to run to chase it. It's automatically icing. Now, I think it's a dumb rule personally. I'm for icing what it is today. If the puck gets thrown down there, it should not automatically be icing. Because it gives the other team a chance. If the other team running for that puck is outbeaten, then the team that threw it down there has the puck down in an offensive zone and they could score. If they initialize no touch icing, then it doesn't even give them a chance. And I've seen plenty of games where it's been dumped, a player is outbeaten the other team, gotten the puck, gotten in a good position and scored. It changes games. The rule to bring in no touch icing, it's kind of ridiculous. It's good in a way that there has been a lot of injuries on people running back and getting slammed into the boards and suffering serious injuries. That is a big deal. And they have changed the rules a little bit this year to help with that. They make it so if it's coming down, you can still chase after it. It's just if you know you're getting beat, you cannot collide with the other player. So it's all a matter of who can race and get there the fastest. There's no more, you can't hit anyone anymore. Now that right there eliminates the results of injuries. I mean, there still could be some if a player gets mad and smashes into a guy, but that resolves in minor penalties and fines. So they basically cleared it up. There is no need to bring in the no touch icing. Just stick with this rule with the no hitting, and I think it will be fine. It still gives the other team a chance to dump the puck real deep and still get a chance to chase after it. Now the second rule, probably the most debated rule in hockey, is fighting. And excuse me 1 minute. Fighting. People want to get rid of fighting, just completely get rid of it. Can't even do it anymore. Now, I also think this is a dumb rule. They don't have it in Olympic sports, but that's a whole different atmosphere in the Olympics. Everybody is showing good sportsmanship, representing their country. But back in America, we need it. We need fighting. Fighting protects our star players. If there's no fighting allowed, a lot more star players are going to get injured by hits, people coming after them, and then our team can't do anything to protect our star players. They have what you call bodyguards, and bodyguards are the big tough players on the team that are willing to fight to save their star players. If they see something going wrong, they'll get sent out there, they'll kind of push the guy around and say, hey, if you want to fight someone, fight me. It saves your star players from getting injured. And I think if fighting is eliminated, star player injuries are going to just skyrocket. Another reason it's bad is that a fight can change the momentum of a game. If your team is down and one of your teammates fight and it just sparks your team, gets the team riled up, you can come back and win. I've seen it many a times. That a player will come out, he's not normally known for fighting, he'll challenge someone, It'll spark his team, and it gives them that extra boost to try to win. Now, people want to get rid of it because, yes, people get injured, but they're not seeing the fact that if it's gone, there's going to be a lot more cheap shots, a lot more little dirty things that you can't really see on television. A lot of little stuff with their skates getting tripped, getting hit with the back end of a stick. A lot more of that's going to happen. Now, also with fighting, it also shows an honor for when two people go into battle. They try to employ a rule that if a player with a visor gets into a fight, players with visors can't fight. If they get into a fight, they get a penalty. Now, if for those of you who don't know what a visor is, a visor is a clear sheet of like plexiglass that goes right here. It's a little shield that protects your eyes. As you can see, I don't wear one, but a lot of players are starting to now in the league. What players will do to show honor to their fighter is they'll just remove their helmet and they have a good brawl. If someone's giving you trouble and you want to settle them down, you challenge them. It saves you from getting cheap shotted later, and that's what people going against fighting are not seeing. They're just seeing what happens when someone does fight. Yeah, you'll get a broken nose or you'll get a cut or something. Some players get knocked out, and sometimes it results in like a concussion when they hit the ice. Little stuff like that. I mean, that's just part of hockey. You need fighting. If you take away fighting, like I said, there's going to be more injuries than what it actually does. And fighting to hockey, that's just traditional. There's always going to be fighting. It's part of the game. It gets you riled up. It gets the team riled up. And you can come back and score and win a game with that momentum that is gained from fighting. Those are my positions on the two rules. I say there's no reason to get rid of fighting. It's part of the hockey tradition. You need it. If not, you're going to see a lot more injuries, a lot more people going after star players due to the fact that they don't have to worry about getting chased by a bigger teammate from that star player's team and trying to settle them down. And same with no-touch icing. I think that is ridiculous. The rule they have in now with you're not allowed to hit the player as they're running for the puck,